we're going to jump into our first segment of That's Debatable. Today's topic is invisible days are just a trendy excuse to avoid your responsibilities for 24 hours. I'm going to take that it's not an excuse to avoid your responsibilities. I'd like you to argue the four. We'll both each come up with 2 points, one at a time. So Nova, since you're going to play you're for the fact that it's an excuse to avoid your responsibilities. Go ahead and start us off.
Invisible days can definitely be seen as a trendy excuse because honestly, it's way easier to say, I'm taking a mental health day than to actually face the pile of tasks or responsibilities staring you down. It's like slapping a wellness label on procrastination and calling it self-care. Your turn to hit me back with why that's not the case.
I hear what you're saying, but I think there's a big difference between avoidance and intentional rest. I think they are absolutely not the same thing. Avoidance is when you have a specific thing that you're really just trying to stay away from for whatever reason it might be, versus taking an intentional rest, being mindful, keeping your wellness in mind. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's two separate things.
When something becomes a buzzword, like Invisible Day, it's really easy for it to turn into the wellness version of a get out of jail free card. People might start saying, oh, I'm just doing an Invisible Day, when really they're just dodging tough stuff under a trendy label. It can blur the line between genuine self-care and a fancy way to avoid responsibility.
Well, here's kind of the last point that I'm going to offer is when we talk about productivity, our culture kind of glorifies that so much that when someone's trying to seek rest, it becomes suspicious. When, as you mentioned earlier, when someone needs a mental health day, we immediately start questioning, like, what kind of sissy are you? What kind of pansy are you? What do you mean you need a mental health day? Tough it out. But yet, from the wellness lens, we've been really pushing to take care of yourself, right? Don't try to fill someone else's cup until you make sure yours is filled, because you can't fill from an empty cup. Or they always say, if you're in an airplane that's going down, put your own life preserver on or your own oxygen before you help someone else, so you're better able to help those individuals.
It's definitely a solid point that our culture does treat rest like it's a suspicious activity, and sometimes we have to fight just to say, hey, it's okay to recharge. So, great debate, and I think we've given both sides a fair shot. Let's call that a wrap for the segment.